Everyone has been hopping on Guild Wars 2 recently, and as a retired Guild Wars 2 player that played for exactly 2 months, I couldn't be happier. This game was always criminally underrated, and I know it's weird coming from me because I myself quit the game after 2 months, but the only reason that I quit the game is because I'm not a huge fan of the horizontal progression. I'm more of a vertical progression type of guy, but that's me. If you don't care about the horizontal progression, you should 100% try out this game because it genuinely blew my mind. I played it about a year ago and I still think about it. I still think about coming back from time to time too, if I'm being completely honest, because the combat was so damn fun. But it's insane how much of a rise we've seen in interest in this game. I don't think it relates to the fact that every MMO just flops right now and Guild Wars is still going strong. I think that genuinely more and more people have discovered this game and they just love it. And I couldn't be happier.
So there's an amazing thing happening right now. There's a huge influx of new players coming to Guild Wars 2, and even big streamers come onto the game and bring in their communities from their old games over here. For example, a lot of new world players and streamers chose Guild Wars 2 as their new home, and they started their journey here instead of actually getting back to their old games that they used to play, like World of Warcraft that have like 6 versions now, or Elder Scrolls Online where you have to pay a subscription fee just to use a material storage, or Black Desert.
Guild Wars 2 is one buy and that's it. You just buy the game and you play it for however you want, how long as you want. That's the beauty of Guild Wars 2. I love this so damn much. It's just so respectful to the player base. And I mean, it's not like the game lacks content. I'd argue otherwise. The game has too much content. Because the game has horizontal progression, I mean, I don't think it's going to talk about it here. But since the game has a horizontal progression where you basically don't go up, you just kind of stay at the same level, there are a lot of collectibles and stuff you can do within the game that kind of offset that, you know, the fact that you don't have vertical progression. You can't get any stronger. So it's just incredible for me to see how so many people are just loving this game right now.
That have the worst UI of any game I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, why is all this happening right now? And why it's a good thing for the game? Yeah. And if you're a new player, I remember should you do the same as them? Hello guys, I'm Ash and I main Sylvari Reaper, and I make Guild Wars 2 content like guides and builds and educational videos about the game.
I mean,
and
it
try
has
to help
stylized
new
art, but I
players
like
as much as I
like
can.
It looks good.
So consider subscribing to the channel if you're new.
For sure.
And I have been playing Guild Wars 2 for 7 years now. And this
UI
means
is garbage
I didn't
though.
play
UI needs
this
a
game
complete
from the
overhaul,
start.
for sure.
And even me came from another MMO that I used to play. It's called Ion, and made Guild Wars 2 my new home, and it was for a good reason. Too. This game is just amazing. It caters to many types of players: the casual, the hardcore, the PvP enjoyers, and the PvE meta slaves, and even the solo players like me have a home here. Even when I started on a free-to-play account, I was able to enjoy the game and play tons of content for 4 months, and it was a breath of fresh air from the pay-to-win aspect of my old Korean game that I used to play, where no matter what...
Well, to be honest, you kind of set yourself into that. I mean, dude, you go into a Korean game and you know your wallet is about to be drained. I mean, it is what it is. It's just reality.
I did. Someone that swiped their bank card could beat me and beat my efforts for months of farming or like playing in a couple of minutes. I found in Guild Wars 2 the true freedom of playing any playstyle I wanted, since every profession in this game have multiple options to choose from: healing, dealing damage, or supporting my teammates, or even doing all that at the same time. Building a character that can take on legendary bosses made for groups, only solo. The combat is actually really fun and fast-paced in this game.
Guild Wars 2 combat is one of the best combats I've seen in any MMORPG whatsoever. And I'm talking about the tab targeting specifically. I know they added an option for like action combat. It sucks. It's super floaty and I didn't like that at all. But the regular combat is phenomenal. I think it's actually the best that I've seen, now that I think about it.
And it depends on skill and dodging at the right moment. It was
so much fun.
And a lot of the classes are flashy and have their own identity. Playing a Necromancer is a lot different than playing a Guardian, for example, or a Warrior. And after 4 months of playing for free, a friend gifted me my first expansion in this game, and I was able to finally make my Reaper the Death Knight melee class that I main right now, and the one that can take on anything in this game if I choose the right build, and I was happy for it. Because I actually own this expansion right now, and
I played a warrior, by the way, who has a gun on a sword. I think that was very cool. I really enjoyed that class. And by the way, whenever you play a class in Guild Wars 2, you're not really locked into specific abilities. The way that it works in the game is that you have weapons, and you can put every single weapon on each class, regardless of what you chose. And the weapon gives you abilities. So that means if I play a warrior and I use a gun, I have gun warrior specific abilities. But if I put a gun on like a different character like a guardian, I'll get completely different abilities that are suited for a guardian and a gun. It sounds weird, I know, but it works. It works fantastically. I usually hate stuff like this, but man, they nailed it. It was really good. And also you can weapon switch, which is amazing.
You don't have to pay a monthly fee to be able to play it. And that's how content works in this game. You buy it, you own it. Then you can go enjoy the content that has thousands of hours of gameplay.
Weird concept, huh?
These expansions can go on sale quite often, and they're very cheap that even the first 2 expansions together in one pack can cost around $12 even. Guild Wars 2 used to have this huge expansion system every 3 years or so, but right now we have a new system where the game gonna have new but smaller content every year with a cheaper price, of course. When you make your
I also think that they're working on a sequel. I'm pretty sure that I've heard they're working on Guild Wars 3. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I heard that multiple times.
First character, the story will mostly be voice acted, and you'll be introduced to a huge beautiful world full of gorgeous maps to explore and play on. My favorite atmosphere in this game is the snowy maps. They're just so beautiful, man, and so dreamy. The world is alive and
it sounds like
have dynamic
he's kind of making this up as you go along.
Exploring, and you'll have a lot of these events coming across you. You come across an
Guild Wars event system was fantastic, dude. I've never seen anything like that in any MMO whatsoever. I have absolutely no idea why no other MMORPG copied them. But you should start doing that because it was fantastic. Not only it brings everyone together in the community for a specific event in a current zone, no matter which level you are, how strong you are, it kind of just, I believe it syncs everyone up so they can link up and play together. But man, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I still regret, my one and only regret with this game is not trying a world boss. I really want to kill a world boss because I've seen videos of that and it seems incredible. So I do kind of want to do that.
PC, for example, fighting some monsters.
That's my one and only regret.
For help, or you'll come across NPCs interacting.
Also, I'm sorry for pausing all the time. I'm just about to glaze this game on and on because it was so damn good. But the mounts were revolutionary. I found it so funny that Blizzard released the, I don't know, the Dragonflight expansion, however it was called, where they showed the new mounts they have for flying, and everyone went like, oh my god, this is revolutionary. Brother, Guild Wars did this exact same thing years ago. Blizzard didn't invent the wheel here. They only copied what Guild Wars had done way earlier. So I found it hilarious that people just kind of got excited over that. But, you know, they are clueless. So who cares?
Interacting with each other, and you are just a sad character there. You'll just feel the immersiveness. Aside from the open world, the game has a lot of other content to tackle. Let me tell you this from the start. The PvP and PvE in this game are separated. You won't get ganked by someone while you are just peacefully farming or exploring the world on your fresh new character. Instead, there's a separated maps for big scale siege like PvP called World vs. World, where teams of alliances are fighting against each other. And there is arena PvP for smaller scale that you can go and play on even at level 3 if you're just a purely PvP player. And for PvE content, you got a lot of options. You got strikes, you got raids that are more hardcore, you got this type of dungeons that keep leveling up called fractals, and there's the old cool dungeons in the game. And there's of course
Again, the UI needs a lot of work, man. I gotta be honest. You know, it is what it is. The UI is so outdated in this game. It has to be completely removed and built from the ground up because it actually looks revolting. They need to change it entirely.
The map metas, that's what we call them here. Map meta is like this
look
big
at it. Dude,
event.
look how
That's what
sick
we call them here.
was
Map
that.
meta
Oh
is like
my
this
God.
big event in the map that
Oh my
takes
God, that was
all the players
sick.
in one place, and they're like,
yeah. You also have the targeting system. You can see it right here. You can actually target different limbs of a boss if they're like way too big for your screen. I think that was so fantastic. I love that.
Fight a big boss, or you're gonna do a huge scale event there
man, the
to
map.
finish the story of that map repeatedly, and it have a lot of rewards like gold and.
By the way, I don't know if you paid attention.
It
but whenever you go on a mount, you actually have abilities that you can land and deal damage with. That was one of the sickest thing I've seen in MMORPG, like mountaineering. Or mountaineering, should I say. I don't know. Mounts, okay? Mountaineering, I think it's related to mountains. I don't know. My English sucks. Regardless, you understand the main idea here. This was such a great idea. It was so fun to just go on your mount and just use an ability to like land. I mean, I had a land mount because I couldn't afford flying. It was way too difficult for me to get. It's on a later expansion. But this was so damn good. It was so damn good.
Have a lot of rewards like gold and materials for your legendaries. Next, I want to talk about one of the most unique and amazing things in this game, the mount system that is considered the best mount system in the genre. That even World of Warcraft shamelessly stole one of the mount designs and skills.
He said exactly what I said. Oh my God. This is hilarious, actually. Told you. You see, I mean, it's so funny. Blizzard just took this and everyone thought it was unique. But no, dude. Like, no. Just no.
Of one of the mounts here in Guild Wars 2, which is the Griffin, and copy-pasted them into their new Dragonfly DLC back.
And by the way, I have absolutely no problem with this. I think video games should learn from one another. And the fact that Blizzard actually took this amazing system and implemented it on their own server, I think that it's fine. Personally, for me, you can see this as like thievery and lowest point Blizzard has ever gone to, which, you know, would be incorrect because they're cube crawling and all that stuff. But regardless, I think that that is fine. You should learn from your competitors, but you should also try to improve and put your own spin on it. So if you just blatantly take something, that's kind of cringe. But if they, you know, improve it, or at least it enhances the gameplay, I guess that it can somehow be fine.
When it started, each mount has its unique abilities and purpose: riding up cliffs, gliding, teleporting, swimming underwater even, and flying like a jet so quickly across a whole map, and even drifting on a roller beetle like you're on a racing game. I also have to mention the unique gearing up system in Guild Wars 2, where it's designed to be rewarding and flexible and gives true freedom and convenience without going through a gear grind every few patches.
It's also super confusing. I tried crafting and it was really confusing. They should kind of simplify that, or at least give you better explanation, but it is a good system. But it just needs to be a little bit more clear about how you just, you know, do the things.
Legendary items in Guild Wars 2 are an end game goal for dedicated players who need a purpose to go through challenges. They have the same stats at their
By the way, I don't know why his game is way too dark. I think it's something with his settings, but the game doesn't look like that. It's way too dark.
Counterpart Ascended gear.
It was bright on my screen.
The true value lies in full customization of the stats and upgrades of the gear. Whenever you want.
Gear doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. That's the point of horizontal progression. Like, nothing really matters. And of course, like, gear matter to an extent. Like, don't, you know, kill me here. I'm trying my best to explain to people who never played Guild Wars. But for the most part, gear, it's not the main thing here, right? It's not super important like World of Warcraft, for example.
In addition to that, when you unlock a certain legendary item, it unlocks for the whole characters on your account, leaving you not having to worry about grinding for that certain piece anymore. Legendaries too come with the cool...
But you still have to grind all the maps and all the current content, so it does kind of suck. I never understood why these weren't account-wide. Whenever you discover a waypoint, it sticks to the other character. I think it kind of sucks you have to go and do this loop over and over and over again. Now, I know that you can have flying mounts on new characters if you unlock them, and it makes stuff way easier. I still think that everything should be account-wide in Guild Wars 2, especially when you have this much content built up over the years. It would make things way easier and more fun, in my opinion.
Cool flashy look to show off your achievements, and for fashion lovers out there, changing skins on legendary gear is free forever without having to buy transmog tokens. While the process takes time and dedication, the payoff is actually huge, and one set of legendary gear can carry you through any game mode. But all of these amazing features won't be the same without an awesome and welcoming community. We are famous of being friendly and cooperative, and I'm not saying it because I'm a Guild Wars 2 player or content creator. You can experience it yourself, and this isn't just cause of the community is full of saints. I think the separation of PvP and PvE has a big impact on a game's community, but I'm not saying there is no toxic players here. Of course there is, but the toxicity is less here than other MMOs for sure. I can keep talking and saying all the nice things about this game, but I'll leave you the chance to judge it for yourself and let me know if it's worth it for you. If you're a new player and decided to try Guild Wars 2, you can download it using my referral link down below. And if you want to get an expansion, you can do it using my referral link too. And good luck guys on your journey in Tyria, and welcome to all the new players, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions, let me know. My channel have over 600 videos about the game, so you're free to check them out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Damn, great video. Fantastic video. I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you guys can watch it for yourself. Give me a like and a sub if you haven't already. Such a great video. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to go back to Guild Wars 2 right now. Like, straight up, I'm just gonna say it. It's such a great game. Again, I think the only thing that prevents it from becoming the best MMO is the fact that it has horizontal progression. And I know a lot of you are gonna hate me for saying this because, you know, this is what makes Guild Wars 2 unique. I still believe that most MMORPG players, and I literally mean like 80 to 90% of them, want vertical progression, where you go up and your power scales with it. Now, it does bring a lot of problems with it, of course, I understand that, but I still believe that that's what most people believe and want in their game. They just believe in it, and that's what they want. You know, personally for me, and I think most people do, this is my opinion, and you're allowed to disagree. I mean, we always welcome healthy discussion in here. But regardless, Guild Wars 2 is such a fantastic game, man. And seeing how it was built up over the years, I'm so happy that so many people are playing this game right now. It truly deserves all the glaze in the world. It's a phenomenal game, and there's a lot to explore. I do really miss playing it. Maybe I'll just open a new character. I don't know. Maybe I'll hop on it again. But yeah, I mean, regardless, fantastic video.